This is DDR expert rates 14 Dance Dance Revolution scenes in movies and TV. Now, as someone who knows an unhealthy amount about this game, including its history and songs that were in the games, so I do know of several like TV shows and movies where there's like it's either some parody of the game or some reference to it. What do we have down here? So I do know about Grandma's Boy. Make a Jam was in that. I don't know some of these. I know Drake and Josh had something called Groove Machine. Was it a Diary of a Wimpy Kid? I haven't seen that movie in forever. And I don't know anything else about any of these others. I don't see Mr. Peabody and Sherman because they also had one of Pump It Up. I think it was Pump It Up. Were they doing the Beethoven virus? I've never seen that movie, but I do know that there's a scene that's vaguely like that with, who is it, Napoleon dancing on it? Or something like that. But I actually am curious to see what's going on here. So be sure to check out this guy and we'll see. No, we'll have two DDR experts on the scene here, and it'll be very interesting. So let's go ahead.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to taking a very unserious topic very seriously. That topic is Dance Dance Revolution. Now, if you don't know what DDR is...
Let's see. Let's say Suguru. Oh, you're back. Oh, it's like a double whammy. It's video games and media and very influential activity that some normies could have tried back then. Yeah, but nowadays, the normies will come by. They'll pick Party Rock Anthem, or they'll pick Ariana Lipa, or they'll pick something else, and then they'll move on. No, they'll play one song. They'll fail that song, and then they just walk away, and they just wasted 8 credits.
You're likely...
This guy's playing Tsuguru.
...under the age of 20 years old, or have never been in an arcade before.
I wish I could play No Bar, but I can't.
It's a rhythm game where you must press panels.
What is this? This is the X-Cab, I think.
...with your feet that match up with the corresponding arrows shown on the screen. And that's it. That's the whole game. I figure
yeah, that's
most
it.
People...
Oh, so yeah, that's it. There's more to it than that, but there's quite a bit.
You probably already know what DDR is.
I think this is running DDR-A.
But if you don't, you will very quickly find out what it isn't. If my childhood was defined by 3 games, they would be World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy X, and Dance Dance Revolution.
What would mine be? 3 games that define my childhood. Well, game series. They'd definitely be Zelda, Kingdom Hearts, maybe DDR. Yeah, they don't do the spin step. Yeah, fake PIU.
I started playing DDR at the age of 13, maybe
5. My sister got Ultramix 2 for the Xbox when I was like 5 or 6. She got it for her birthday, and I remember playing it like all the time. And then we had DDR Extreme for the PS2, and I remember playing that all the time. And then one of my brothers rediscovered Extreme, and we were playing it all the time.
12?
And now, I am this close to clearing all of the 19s in the game. I almost got it again. I almost passed Endymion last night again, but I just wasn't able to. I actually did worse last night, but I did get some good scores though. Oh, yeah, and I managed to make it to the Step Dragon, which is the Dawn course that has a 17 and 2 18s.
When I first saw it in a Toys R Us, rest in peace, unless they're alive again, because I think they might have gotten revived. I had my mom buy...
I don't know. I think there's an at-home where our Toys R Us used to be.
I mean, one of those super thin plastic mats that could have replaced a slip and slide. It was that slippery and unsafe, but it's all I had access to.
Was it a plug and play?
Way back in 2001 or whenever it was when I got the thing. That being said, most of the time, if I wanted to play DDR, I would have my mom drop me off at the local arcade, which had
yeah.
4
machines. Oh, was that footage of you? Is that Extreme?
At one point.
Or is that Supernova?
DDR 5th Mix, Max.
Oh, hold on.
I would have my mom drop me off at the local arcade, which
Yes, I know Among
had
Us.
4 machines at one point at DDR.
Oh, 4 machine. Okay, then that's Pump It. No, that's not Pump It Up. Oh, yeah. Pokemon, Pump It Up, and Capcom Versus. Yeah, that's probably one tied with the King of Fighters series. No, I honestly don't know which ones. It depends on what you mean by childhood. Do you mean from the ages of like 4 or 5 to 18? Because there are many game series that would define it. Yeah, that is very suspect that you know what Among Us is. There. Yeah. But yeah, it would be better just to say a top 5. Well, my early childhood, it would definitely be Zelda, DDR, and Crazy Taxi, specifically. And then later on in life, that would expand to include Kingdom Hearts and Resident Evil.
Our 5th mix, Max, Max 2, and Extreme.
Oh, we got the... Oh, those are some decent mixes. Yeah, 5th mix through Extreme, that's nice.
AKA 6th, 7th, and 8th mix. I think like
yeah,
one of each. Which at the time were the newest models of machine available.
Yeah, the Extreme, yeah, those all came out within like rapid succession of each other, I'm pretty sure, over the course of 2000 to 2002. And then Extreme was the last one for a while, up until 2006, 4 years later, when they released Supernova.
And I very quickly learned how to play at a pretty high level.
No, I'm sorry, but my avatar's in the way. Apparently this might be footage of him.
AKA 6th.
No, he's doing pretty well here.
And 8th mix.
I don't know what song he's playing, but this is about as good as I would have been at that age. And I know it's as good as one of my brothers would have been.
One of each. Which at the time were the
I'm pretty sure there's plenty of DDR nationals.
Newest models of machine available. And I very quickly learned.
Oh, they're doing... No, he going
how
wild.
to play at a pretty high level.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know what he's playing from here. Super Mario, Mega Man, and Street Fighter 2.
Get me anywhere in, you know, the top level competition.
There. Oh, 5th mix? Damn, no. You had to do that without mods of any kind. Yeah. When it comes to tournaments, you'd have to find out whoever's just in charge. There's usually some community server that you'd have to go to, either a Discord or Facebook or whatever.
Or anything like that. But enough to gain the respect of my DDR peers, and enough to make anyone who didn't know anything about DDR think that I was God if...
No, that's what usually happens. They'll see me doing something very easy. Casuals and bystanders will see me do something very easy, and they were like, oh, you're really good. And I'm like, you should have been here literally an hour ago when I was doing the hardest songs in the game. But no, they never stick around for that stuff, and they see me do other things instead.
They saw me play.
So it makes me feel bad because I'm not at the top of my game at that point.
This footage right here is from 2002. This might be some of the earliest footage I have recorded of myself doing.
No, you're doing really well.
Anything in my entire life. I was playing like this at age...
And you're doing it no bar too, which is nice.
12. I'm not even...
I can't do no bar. I can't do no bar. I'm too bar dependent.
13 yet in this video. So
Damn.
I told you all of that to indicate to you that I am qualified to talk about what we are about to discuss.
Well, so am I. So I'm going to give extra lore and commentary.
I love DDR, and I'm pretty good at it. But you know who...
Now, I want to know what your skill level is. What's your Don ranking in DDR world?
Isn't good at DDR. Almost everyone who has ever attempted to portray it on television.
Yeah.
Or in a movie. I had someone ask...
Although, actually, there is that one PS1 Crash, Spyro, and Croc. There is that one Family Guy cutaway gag of the really big kid going wild on DDR. That's actually a very accurate portrayal, even if he is very, very big.
If I had seen anyone playing DDR in TV or movies or anything like that, and I'd seen a couple, but I also figured that it didn't really appear that often in media, if like pretty much ever. And so I asked people if they had seen more examples of it in TV or movies, and I was actually...
You can't do no bar either unless you're doing for doubles freestyle. Let's go.
I'm really surprised at how many.
I really want to do some freestyles at some point, and I have like little outfits in mind for them as well, and little props and accessories, but I don't think I'll be able to do that anytime soon.
Example.
Not unless I was to get myself a suit. But I can't afford one right now, so that's not gonna happen.
People were able to give me. So I thought it would be fun to react to them as someone who knows how to play pretty well. Now, I'm not
No, I want to know what your level is.
here to critique the fact that an actor assigned to a DDR machine in some kind of a scene doesn't know how to play it at even a basic level, right?
Yeah.
Especially if the script calls for someone to be.
That would be neat. Oh lord.
It takes a very long time.
But I know really good ones can go for at least $1,000, so even just a headpiece would be good enough. A headpiece with some black rubber gloves with little claws, I guess.
Time to even get decent at DDR, so I don't
But not while I'm playing. No, that's an asthma attack waiting to happen.
expect someone to train for what might amount to like a half a day of shooting or something like that for something that doesn't really matter that much. But surely, at some point, you would think someone out there
Someone would actually know how to play the game.
could show someone on a dance pad and actually playing it, right? So
Yeah, you retired afternoon. You're just gonna, relax, have a little sip of water, and just watch me talk about nonsense.
let's take a look at some clips before I start yapping about DDR for another.
No,
2 minutes.
let's see.
And I'm gonna rank all of them 1 through 10, and we'll
All
see
right.
what the most accurate representation of DDR that I was able to find is. The first clip I want to show.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. This is I can tell by this little UI down here. This is Ultramix to your die of overheating, but no, this is Ultramix 2. I can tell by the UI.
Is the one that I think of whenever I think of like DDR.
Yeah, cause dreaming, grooving, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I think I've mentioned the history of this song in the Friday night stream.
DDR in a TV show or a movie.
6:47. So you're not even at bedtime yet.
And it is from the movie Grandma's Boy from the.
I don't even know what. I know about this. I've known about this reference for a while. Apparently, but I've never seen Grandma's Boy. So
Mid-2000s, a movie that is still somewhat near and dear to my heart. It's about
is it?
video game development and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
And in this particular scene,
And then there's Rage right there. Here, I might have to. I've been moving my avatar around a lot today, but
Swartzen is challenged.
wait, what the hell? I've never seen this type of kiosk before. It's dark outside where you are. I've never seen this kiosk. I've never seen a kiosk like this. I remember. I feel like I should have seen something like this. I remember that there was a demo set up at a Best Buy of what I think is Max 2 for the PS2. And I remember the next time that we went to the Best Buy, the demo was gone. And I was so upset because I wanted to play it again because it was a game that we didn't have. And no, we went to the desk, the checkout desk, and my mom was all like, "Do you guys have that?" And they were like, "No." And I was so upset when you guys don't even know.
To DDR by someone in the office. I guess they got a new machine. I don't remember the exact context of
No, I've never seen this before.
them having this machine, but they got a machine.
It's not quite DDR Solo. There's a duology of games known as the Solo games. There's Solo Bass Mix because it features songs licensed from Dance Mania Bass Mix. And then there's Solo 2000, so called because it was released in 2000. Oh yeah, it's turning winter for you guys soon. It's fall for you guys and it's spring for us.
And he's being challenged. So let's take a look at the clip first, and then I'll give some kind of commentary.
He's not even standing up. I have it sped up a little. This isn't how it's supposed. Is he even doing it right? No, honestly.
What I'm about to say might
No, what difficulty was he doing? I wasn't paying attention.
surprise you, But I think this is one of the most accurate representations of DDR in TV and movies. Top 5 potential.
At least in terms of freestyling, yeah.
That I have seen. Let's take it from the beginning. First of all, the screen is showing actual DDR. This is not some like made up thing. Like,
yeah, that's an actual game I've played. This is the game that I played.
It is,
and I remember Make a Jam being on it.
That's what DDR looks like. The arrows, all that lines up. The scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's even the Xbox pad. I don't know what it's doing underneath plexiglass, but since that's supposed to be a soft mat, but
everything.
You know.
So, great start. He's playing on not a DDR pad that you would find in an arcade. Like, you'll see what...
No, that's not what they look like.
One actually looks like from an arcade machine. This is some sort of, like, custom rig. It's, like, maybe running off of an Xbox or something like that. I don't even remember if they made DDR for Xbox. Maybe they did.
They did. There's, like, 4 games. And then there's 3 games for the 360 called the Universe games.
I know they did for PS1 and PS2. But it's all connected, right? It might not be regulation, but it is a dance pad. To cap it all off...
Yeah, I think they just made it solely for this movie.
I do legitimately think that this...
Although, I wouldn't mind yeah, it's an actual game, and I wouldn't mind having something like this in my house as a makeshift cabinet. It would go really well with the pad that I actually have, because my setup is that I have this pad and I play on my computer monitor.
Person is actually playing what is being displayed on the screen. Like, I think this footage is actually this actor playing the game.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm going to say that is because all of his movements actually line up with what's showing up on screen.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but
a lot of the other examples that we're going to see,
even if he's doing like little backwards things, I mean, I know that some people will do freestyles while also attempting to actually play them. It's not levels of random blooping video game. Yeah, no video games.
You never really ever get a shot like this, where you can see the screen, the actor's feet at the same time, right?
Did he practice this choreography?
It's very...
if we can call it choreography.
Rare to see those clips. And as we can see, these arrows are going to start coming up the screen. We start with 2 up arrows, 2 down arrows, and he goes up, up, down, down. He's going with...
yeah, at least he knows what he's doing in that case.
I don't know what song it actually is, but
it's Make a Jam. For someone who says that they're a DDR expert, how do you not know what Make a Jam is?
Somewhat of a slow song.
Yes, I'm going to be super critical of it because I know an unnecessary amount of DDR lore, so don't judge me.
His feet the entire time are going with the rhythm and the pace of the song that's being shown on the screen. I would say that this person is absolutely still an amateur. They are doing some, beginner level things.
Yes, no, no, he's actually making a good point. No, what people will do is that they'll hit, instead of like moving their feet around, they'll return. I mean, I know that the beginner mode, I know that when you do beginner mode in some of these older games, there'll be like a demonstration of someone that you can follow along with. They'll always put their feet back to the center. They'll use a single foot to hit all the arrows, and then they don't even know how to use both feet unless it's a jump.
Where they want to leave their feet in the middle.
Yeah. That's how they do it in beginner mode, at least. There will be, like, I'm sure Rody might know what I'm talking about. They did this between Max and Extreme 2, and then they did this for Ultramix 2. No, they didn't do it for Max. There was no beginner mode on Max, but...
or maybe come back to the middle once they are done pressing the button.
Yeah, and they only use both their feet for jumps.
Playing on a song that actually has enough movement that you can't really bring your foot back to middle, so he has to keep moving. But normally, like... you would want to use both feet. If I were doing this, I would have my left foot on the up arrow and my right foot on the down arrow.
Yeah, that's the more optimal way to do it.
And just alternate between my feet, right? As opposed to having one leg do all of the work. Besides that, I mean, I don't know what's going on with like the arm movements. Like he's just kind of looking...
it's just freestyling.
Like an asshole, but that's kind of his character, I guess. No one would ever really be like dancing like this. Like
you wouldn't do that.
You don't do that on a DDR machine.
Not unless you were doing freestyle.
You could try to like flex on somebody by like spinning around like he does here, but it's done.
I mean, people will do that when they do Sunkiss Drops expert chart.
In like a somewhat realistic way, because he knows he's got to get back to the screen to look at what the next notes are coming up. And then even the finale note, I can tell it's a left and a right arrow at the same time, and he lands super early. And
it gets until they teach you how to use both. A slow drill. Yeah.
I can tell by this.
Oh, he misses. Rip Bozo, you missed the last fucking note.
This little thing right here. It's really small.
I think it says boo, because back then there was like perfect, great, good, almost/boo and then miss. They've since condensed this. It's supernova, maybe extreme, at least supernova onwards. It's marvelous, perfect, great, good, and then miss.
But when you play DDR, each note is ranked on a certain scale, from perfect timing to you completely missed it.
Yeah.
And the purple word is the word boo.
Which is where your timing is really, really off.
Which is the second worst timing that you can get. And as we can see,
of course, they got rid of it, and now it's just either a miss or a good.
His timing is like really not good on this. Like he lands well before the note, but it's still close enough that the game gives him a little bit of credit. So I legit think, like, I gotta give this like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
I do think that this is
decent.
Like, this guy is actually playing this song in this moment. And the only reason I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is because he's doing some weird asshole
he's doing some old BS
stuff with his hands and like actually dancing, which like you would never really do.
Yeah.
But for the purposes of like the movie and his character and this scene and all that, like I guess
it makes sense, then.
Within reason, like it's not that outlandish. That would be like the only reason I don't give it a 10 out of 10. And then Nick Swartzen steps up to bat, as we can see.
Yeah, and what song is this guy playing?
A lot of arrows on the screen already.
Oh,
and
here
this
we go.
is what you probably see more of whenever you're seeing DDR in a TV show or a movie.
Right. Oh, that's dead end. No, and then, no. What'll happen is that some little kid will come up to the machine and then they start doing this exact type of motion. They just start doing dumb jumps, and it's like, that's not how you do it. He's not even hitting anything. No, he's not doing anything.
Nonsense. Not playing along.
He's not doing it. Yet somehow, no, there's someone else that's playing this just somewhere. He missed the last jump.
Spinning in circles.
He's not doing anything. He's just jumping up and down like a dumbass.
Doing shit like that.
Nah.
Just making notes.
And somehow he's getting points.
Not even lining up at all. This is probably, you know, some footage that they took earlier and they just played it on the screen.
That wouldn't surprise me.
This is more along the lines of like a 1 out of 10. I'm giving it a 1 out of 10 because at least they're on like some kind of a dance pad.
Yeah.
But it's Nick Swartzen. Like, I'm not gonna hold it against him.
Yep.
Right? Like this is his character in the movie. Next up, we have a clip from the
Oh, and this is the Xbox 360 Matt, so they might be playing Universe
show, The Big
or
Bang
one of the Universe games.
Theory. I have never watched an episode of The Big Bang Theory in my life.
Neither have I. I don't know nothing about Big Bang Theory aside from Sheldon.
I only know one character's name.
Actually, I'll just leave it
Sheldon,
down here.
And it's not the person on the dance pad.
Yeah.
Where can we give some points? This is the kind of dance pad that you might find in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. I think this is a very representative product of its time. I don't know exactly when this episode aired. I think it is season 1 episode. Oh, season 1 episode 2. So I guess right at the very beginning.
Okay. When did Big Bang Theory come out? Because the Universe games came out in like, I know Universe 3 came out in 2010 because DDR-X2, at least the arcade version, features a handful of songs from the Universe 3.
So let's take a look at the clip. Okay, that's all.
I don't even know what song was being played. I know I say that I know an unnecessary amount of DDR lore, but I don't really know that much about the console games in particular. So I know more about the arcade games than the console games.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what song was being played, if a song was being played at all.
We never get a shot of the TV, and I'm also like not listening to it in the moment, but the reason why I don't think this person is actually playing this game is because of what they're doing with their feet. So a lot of beginners, like I said earlier, like to come back to the middle of the pad because that's neutral to them. Like that's a neutral state of being. When in reality, you should be leaving your feet on the air.
No, leave your feet wherever they were and then move them as necessary.
Because the game is not going to register a bunch of different hits because your foot is on the button. It only registers a hit when you actually stomp down on the pad.
You remember this one? Giving creepy DDR vibes off the chart.
Or there's some sort of hold
that's his name?
that you need to hold. There is in like no world where
He looks like he's got the bowl cut.
You're ever like bringing your feet to the side and then up and then to the side again. Like, I mean, those moves exist, but you wouldn't be bringing your feet to the middle.
Yeah, not unless you were doing a shock arrow charge. That's the only exception, and it has to be a slow one too.
And nor do I think someone playing at like such a lower level would be able to do something like that like pretty consistently.
Nah.
I think this move just looks
I think it's just supposed to look the part more than anything
to
else.
people who don't know anything about DDR, but the middle pad is nothing. It's not.
It doesn't do anything. It's not It's not Step Maniacs, nor is it Pump It Up
button at all. It's just a neutral state.
Yeah.
Overall, I'd probably give this about a 4 out of 5 or a 4 out of 10 because we can't see the TV at all. We don't really know what he's seeing, but I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Next up, we have the movie Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen with
I have no idea what this movie is.
Lindsay Lohan. Now they're playing.
And what do they play? I'm trying to look at the UI. That looks kind of like one of the Universe games, but
some sort of a knockoff thing called Dance Slam. And
Dance Slam.
Sometimes TV shows and movies, they want to show something like
yeah, they want to, but they don't want to pay the money.
DDR, but they don't. I don't know if it's like a rights issue.
Yes, it is a rights
Where
issue.
they have to talk to Konami about the ability to show DDR in their thing or like whatever it is. So a lot of the time, you know, they just kind of come up with their own random arcade replacement. And this thing is like a hell of a replacement. It is way bigger than a DDR machine. We have these like much bigger dance pads. We have 2 monitors here, but they're not even really looking at these monitors. They're looking at monitors that are
Wait, this looks
like
this doesn't even look like
way out in front
DDR.
of
This
them.
this actually looks more like Just Dance or Dance Evolution.
on like giant.
Because if they're trying to match poses, that's not DDR. That's either Just Dance or Dan Evo.
Screens and like projectors and all this kind of stuff. There is some sort of gameplay element going on in the background where you can see like some notes coming up from the bottom of the screen. Why it's tucked away in
I can't tell
the
though.
corner like that, I'm not really sure. You know, I don't know why it wouldn't just be in the middle.
No, that's a.
But here, I'll let
Oh, I see them, but it's still not really
this
DDR.
play out, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about.
Oh, I can see. Oh, there's the panels. I've never. Okay, I see them. I see. There they are. The generic sound effects playing in the background because, you know, you got to do that. A game like no DDR doesn't really feature those kinds of sound effects. I mean, it does, but I mean the most that you'll get is like background cheering and then the announcer. But they don't really have those kinds of sound effects. You're surprised Konami didn't raise a stink about the 4-arrow mats in one of those scenes? No shit.
So there is some
I mean, that's kind of what happened to In the Groove, right?
sort of an effort every once in a while to like show them stepping on the dance pad, but
Yeah, but they're not actually. They're just, you know, if they really wanted to, they could have just had a generic dance scene. But
most of the other things that are happening is like actual dancing, which again,
yeah, that's what it is, and DDR isn't really that.
you don't really do. There are actors like on the actual screens like doing some dance moves, but like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it and I'm not really seeing any sort of like a scoring mechanism for it. So they're just actually dancing.
Yeah.
And whether or not they're actually lining up with the things that are being shown on the monitor, I think the big giveaway is right at the end of that clip there, where you can see some notes going on the left hand
Yeah, that just keeps
side of
going.
the screen, and she just gets up on the bar.
Oh, and then you can still see the notes
And just,
coming
like,
over,
kicks
and
her-
she's just getting perfects like it's nothing.
Legs up.
Sounds to me like there's ghost step. It sounds to me like the pad is broken. It's firing on its own.
There's notes flying on the screen. Not matching up with literally anything at all.
Yeah. It's just a generic dance scene.
So overall, I'd probably give this like a 2 or a 3. At least they tried to show something.
I wouldn't know what to rate these. I'm just going with whatever he's
And there
going.
is some sort of choreograph, and there is some sort of like rhythm with the song that's actually going on.
Yeah.
But is it like as bad as Nick Swartzen in Grandma's Boy? Like, maybe yes,
At least they're doing like actual dancing.
but in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a 2 out of 10. Next up, we have a clip from
Oh, and this one, I know this one very well. This is not DDR. It's called Groove Machine. And I recognize this design with the green corner arrows. I think this is supposed to be based off of one of those. I think it's called DDRgame.com. Those cheap metal, quote unquote, metal pads. They all have these fancy names like High Impact and all of that, but they break within a month. And I think this is just supposed to be a set piece.
the Nickelodeon show Drake and Josh. It's a very, very short one, and we don't really get too much context outside of this particular clip.
And wait till you see the quote-unquote footage. Well, first of all, this footage is very low quality. Because, of course, nothing signaled that your character is cool, unless he gets an FC and all perfect's clear. Wait, where's the footage?
Again,
you gotta see the actual quote-unquote game footage.
We're doing a lot more of the actual dancing. Like, Just Dance would have gone crazy in the early to mid to late 2000s and early 2010s when there were, I guess, a plethora of these instances. Josh Peck, right? Josh Peck goes for, like, this spin move.
Technically, they're all going for a spin move.
Steps completely on the metal part. Like,
no, he ain't
no button here. He just completely misses. There's a lot of other missing that happens on with some of the other characters as well.
Yeah, but wait, show the game footage.
So, yeah, low rating. I will say, like, this dance pad does look a little weird because there are some corner arrows. I've seen stuff like this before, so I would...
Yeah, the DDR solo machines have corner arrows.
I'm not going to take away, like, too many points for it. But overall, I think it's pretty much on par with Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, something like that. It's like, it's looking like a 2, maybe a 3. At least they have an actual, like, DDR-ish pad that they are playing on.
Yeah.
But without more context, I'm not buying this either. Next.
Yeah, but I mean, I know the context of this whole episode. Helen had eye surgery, and so Josh has to take care of her. Or at least he becomes assistant manager for a while, but then he has to take care of her. I might show you guys that clip in question, or at least the original version of it, so you can see the footage.
Next up, we have a clip from Malcolm in the Middle, where Hal...
Apparently, the reboot of Malcolm in the Middle isn't that great.
I assume,
from what I've heard, or at least it has its ups and downs, and apparently it's too woke.
He becomes obsessed, maybe it's like the subplot of this episode or the main plot of the episode. He becomes obsessed with a DDR-esque arcade machine. It's not exactly DDR.
Not exactly, but it's close enough.
And maybe a branding licensing issue, I'm not really sure.
Yes.
And I understand, like, Hal is a silly character, and this is a very silly show. But how accurate is this to DDR?
Jump, jump, dance party. They're not, of course, they're just dancing like, there's no, what the heck is that gameplay? I can't even tell. They're not even doing anything, they're just dancing.
If you look at the gameplay going on the screen.
I don't even know there's just, those look like the freaking ocarina buttons from Ocarina of Time, where that's C up and then that's C down. That's what that looks like.
It's just like the Nintendo 64 C button.
Yes. That's I don't know why I had to specify specifically ocarina buttons, but
buttons showing randomly up on the screen. There's no
if only Hamster Dance was in the game.
No, like, rhyme or reason to anything that's happening. There's like what appears to be some animated baby, perhaps.
Is that what that is?
In the background, I don't really know what's going on there, but yeah, there's no like.
Yeah, there's nothing actually going on.
Way to tell what's about to happen, when it's about to happen. And you know, Hal is like,
yeah, and then they're just stepping around and they're not even paying attention.
And he's just kind of randomly shuffling his feet. And also with
the solo pads were weird. Never really felt very ergonomic. Yeah, that's probably why they only had 2 games.
The dancing and the spinning. So yeah, not out of character for the show or for the character. But in terms of accuracy, this has to probably be probably about a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
Maybe even like a 0.5, because there's something worse. Next up, we have a clip from the movie The Karate Kid from...
The Karate Kid, no. Riley Freeman gonna show up to the Fresh Prince kid and tell him who the real Karate Kid is. They ain't even paying the brother. At least with the Technomotion dancing. It wasn't Technomotion. I don't know what that is.
Something like that. There's so much happening here that I kind of want to break it down piece by piece, because I think if I just let the whole clip play, we'll just all explode from embarrassment.
Wait, no, let's see.
Here. So we're
okay, so we're already off to a strange start. Why the heck is this why the heck is this little thingy so big and then the screen is so small? You would think that they want to make this whole thing the screen, but no.
On this machine called the G move.
G move, no. The very disorienting on the feet. Only played it. Is Technomotion the one where it's like all panels? Like 9 panel?
Which is some sort of a DDR spin-off. They have just something here. Maybe this is actually a real thing. Like, I don't know.
It's not.
Where exactly?
I would, if it was a real thing, I would have known about it right now.
This could be a real machine, because it does.
Yeah, it would be perfect time to party a hamster party. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yes, the 9. Okay, it is the 9 pad one. I know what it looks like. I know what techno motion is. And it definitely, I mean, it's interesting to say the least to have a 9-panel thing, but I'd imagine it being very hard, very, very impractical. But I don't think Hamster Dance is ever going to get added. I don't think it's relevant or new enough to be. But then again, they've added like older songs on multiple occasions, either because they are relevant to the times or something else. I mean, the last time they've had like an older song be added to the game was Hillbilly Shoes in DDR of all things. I mean, maybe not necessarily that, but there are other songs that are like quote unquote older, and that's outside of the context of classical or folk music.
Look very arcadey and like DDR-ish. It does look like something that you could find in an arcade. Why the screen is so tiny?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Why is that screen so small?
When they have like all this space behind them, maybe this stuff is not on the machine itself, or it's on something else like over here in the background. I don't really know.
I don't know what it's supposed to be.
So the girl picks a song.
That's a, what the hell is this? What the hell is, there's a turntable on the side, and then there's, I don't even know what this is called. I don't remember what that's called. My head is in the way, but it's like this.
Some song in the list, I can't really tell. And turns it up to super difficult, or like
super difficult. It's not enough that it's expert or challenge.
The highest difficulty. And it's like, all right, you get on the machine there. You got your little instrument, put that down, and go play the...
Oh, and they're playing apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur.
DDR machine. Jaden Smith then proceeds to...
What the heck is this? It looks like Pump It Up, but without the middle panel.
Just dance in between both of the dance...
He's not... It's more of not actually playing the game. They're just dancing.
Pads. Not looking at the screen at all. We can
There's no gameplay.
There's actual arrows going.
Wait, are there? It's so hard to tell at this point. It's hard to tell whether or not it's just supposed to be a set piece. Oh, Rhodey. Nyan Cat is in Sound Voltex. It's in Sound Voltex because it's an Exit Tunes song. Because Sound Voltex has a lot of Exit Tunes music, which is where a lot of Vocaloid songs get licensed to. But I don't know if it'll ever be in DDR. I mean, it could be if they wanted it to be, but I don't know the limitations on... I don't know how they... I mean, there's quite a few Exit Tune songs in DDR. Most of them are Vocaloid, and it's... Well, there's two different versions of Nyan Cat. There's Nya 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 Nya, which is the one that features Miku. And then there's the Nyan Cat that everyone knows that features a new Tao.
Going up the screen. Like, there is some sort of a gameplay type thing happening in the background. But instead, Jaden Smith...
Okay, I do see it.
Just
it's
like
the sparkles.
Dances at the girl.
Well, he's got moves. I'll give him that.
Doing some... I'm not going to, like, critique the dancing itself. I don't know.
Oh, wait. We're missing the King of the Hill example where Bobby's trying to play with that Japanese girl. They did That's the Way I Like It, which is a song that was in first mix. And then they did some Japanese song that was never in any game. And then they did... It was either Can't Touch This or this original song that Can't Touch This is based off of, which didn't get added until DDR-X.
Know anything about dancing. I only know DDR dancing, and that wasn't it.
That wasn't it. That was just him trying to...
Time to look at the screen, just dancing in between the two pads. Now he's like, oh...
I don't know if... What's the name of that song again? Low by Flo Rida. I mean, that song could be in DDR, but I don't know how they decide what types of pop songs to put in.
Now it's your turn. Now you gotta go dance. She does the exact same thing. She starts as if like, oh, she's actually gonna play the game on the screen here, and then starts doing actual dancing, whatever.
Yeah, more actual dancing.
The hell she's doing, and
then Poker Face. There's been like 2 or 3 Lady Gaga songs. There's Bad Romance was in one of the Wii games, and then there was another Lady Gaga song that was in a Wii game. And right now in the arcade version, they recently added Rain on Me, which is Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande.
And then from this moment on, basically never looks at the screen again and instead just dances at Jaden Smith.
I honestly wouldn't be opposed to having more classic Lady Gaga.
0. 0 out of 10.
Nothing. It's just dancing.
No actual attempt to even play the machine. Just a lot of dancing in front of each other. 0. Next up, we have a clip.
Okay, so here's some Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
From the movie Diary of a Wimpy Kid, where they...
Is this the original movie?
Are going into some sort of an arcade.
Oh, sorry.
At some carnival ground or something like that. And I will say, like, besides these starting dance moves, which does seem like it...
Oh, they're playing... Is that Supernova 2?
Has some amount of choreography to it. We're on an actual DDR machine. DDR Supernova 2. This is a real DDR machine.
Yeah, that definitely looks real. No, I know this game. I mean, I've never played it. I kind of always wanted to play it because it's one of those, what I would like to call a definitive mix, where no songs get removed. Well, except for one in the Japanese version, but that doesn't really count.
They are at least jumping and moving to the rhythm of like something that seems like it's kind of close to the song.
Yeah, no. When I was in elementary school, like it was 5th grade when Diary of a Wimpy Kid came out. At recess, everyone would play Cheese Touch. And yeah, I never actually finished that book. I got close to the end, but then I've mentioned this more than once, but 5th grade ruined reading for me.
That's playing, but that's really all I can give them.
They're not. Are they actually? But are they actually playing the game, or are they just dancing?
I also don't think that they're hitting the buttons.
It doesn't look like it.
Which
No, I'm trying to wait. What song are they playing? Really I can't tell.
I can give them.
Wait a minute. That's not Supernova at all. That's not Supernova 2 at all. There's not supposed to be a little background. What game are they playing? No. We're not continuing until I find out what game that actually is.
Choreography to it.
Because that's not Supernova 2. I can tell. Supernova 2 doesn't have those background animations unless there's specific songs that have them. Most of the songs feature a character dancing in a stage.
We're on an actual DDR machine. DDR Supernova 2. This is a real DDR machine. They are at least jumping and moving to the rhythm of like something that seems like it's kind of close to the song that's playing. But that's...
No, really I can't tell. No, I'm trying to see if I can recognize that.
I also don't think that they're hitting the buttons that are corresponding with what's showing up on screen whatsoever. Yeah, so as we can see, there's a note
that might actually be Extreme 2 though, or some other console version. I don't know.
And the down arrow, and it says perfect. And their feet are...
Oh, and their feet are in the center, even though...
Are just in the middle of the pad, because...
So that's clearly pre-recorded footage then.
Probably choreograph some sort of dance.
Or maybe there's a green screen.
They're just dancing on the machine and not actually playing the machine. They're doing a lot of these dance moves and all this kind of...
Oh, there's a song playing that isn't even in Supernova. I know every single song in Supernova 2, and this song is not there. Neither Japanese anime lands these kinds of scenes. In Madoka Magica, there's a scene with Sayaka being cool at the arcade on the dancing game, and it's nonsense. Even in Japan, even in Japanese media, that happens. Oh my god, yeah. Speaking of Madoka Magica, Connect was in X3, but it got removed in November of 2014, I think. It's in Grand Prix, though. I would like to play it, but... I have to worry about copyright, of course.
Kind of stuff, I think.
Yeah. The arrows, and they make no sense with Sayaka's movements.
I mean, again, that's an actual pad, and at least...
Yeah, that's an actual pad.
Their feet are moving close to something that resembles maybe some DDR-esque song. Then there's...
No, I'm trying to find out what song this is.
Switching sides. You don't switch sides.
No, you don't do that. They haven't done... I mean, in Pump It Up, you do that kind of thing where you switch sides. That's something that happens in Pump It Up.
It's when you're playing against somebody else, or maybe you're doing some sort of cooperative thing, which I think used to exist. There's no switching sides. The only time that you would switch sides is when you're playing doubles mode, which is one person using both of the pads.
Yeah.
That is very much a real thing. I love to do that. Again, I feel like I have to give this yet another like 2 out of 10, because at least they have the machine, and at least there's maybe...
No, I was trying to figure out what song that was. It doesn't sound like anything that's on Supernova.
Something vaguely close to something.
What song from Supernova would they be allowed to play? I'd imagine that Unbelievable, the one that goes, "You burden me with your problems by telling me more than mine." I'd imagine that one, but I don't know. if kids that age would recognize that song. I mean, I think the only thing that they'd recognize is Ain't No Mountain High Enough, but...
Like DDR being played here. Too. Next up, we have a clip from...
Okay, and this one... Okay, now this actually is one of the Supernova games. I can tell this little background stage and the UI.
The movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey. I love...
Oh, wait, I think I know this reference too. Yes, man.
Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey movies. I grew up on Jim Carrey movies.
I'm sure you did.
JC in your house might mean Jesus Christ. In my house, it means Jim Carrey. That being...
And in that one episode of King of the Hill, it means Jimmy Carter.
Said, I don't know how much we're really doing here. We are on an actual DDR machine. We are...
No, let me actually try to figure out what song it is this time.
DDR Supernova.
Yeah.
So we have a real machine.
Yeah, I could tell because it's red.
Here. That
Supernova is red, but Supernova 2 is blue.
being said, we're in like a bar.
It's not that fun when you bump into your partner and start missing a bunch. Yeah, I've seen many people do it. Is there any difference between Supernova? There's song differences in the UI.
Or like some sort of bar and restaurant type place. Maybe
I wish that there was a machine at any local bars. I'd be playing. Well, it depends on what game it would be.
there's an arcade somewhere around here because if I could find the yeah, we got
There, the fun.
something here that looks like the word fun with like a gun, and there's like
It's got a gun because the officer, he got a gun on him. Yeah.
lasers coming out of it or something like that, like
Oh, yeah.
Funland or something. So
Funland is what they call it in Steven Universe.
maybe it's also an arcade, but just like they spontaneously have like a DDR machine in like...
Yeah, I mean, Dave and Buster's is a bar, and they apparently in recent years they've been marketing themselves as a sports bar that just so happens to have an arcade, but yeah.
the middle of the restaurant, which is just kind of weird. Like you
You would think that they'd put it in a dedicated space.
really put a DDR machine here. But we do have an actual machine, and we do have Jim Carrey trying to do something. Absolutely no rhythm happening here whatsoever. It is just
No, I'm trying to recognize what song it is.
random button pushes.
I might need to slow it down, honestly, because the speed makes it difficult to recognize some songs.
But we do have an actual machine, and we do have Jim Carrey trying to do something. Absolutely no rhythm happening here whatsoever. It is just random button pushes.
Yeah, he's just acting like a dumbass like all the others.
Nothing that would
I can't tell.
say that it's any sort of realistic DDR playing. The notes...
Wait. Oh, it's Flowers. It's Hana Raman Flowers. Huwadi, da 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 da. Yes, I know that song.
are coming up kind of fast.
It took me a while. I was like, it sounds like Naoki. And then I realized yeah, it's Hana Raman Flowers.
I do think they're probably spaced out with some sort of a modifier that you can do on the machine.
I'm surprised they knew how to work that.
Or maybe
They're
just not, and this is just a fast song. But there's a lot of...
Oh, I recognize that pattern. That's Flowers, yes.
Extra button presses. I can kind of tell by his movement back and forth. He's also
Excuse me.
incredibly drunk.
No, never play the game while drinking. Especially while you're holding a drink. Nah, if that spills, you're paying for it, bitch.
Incredibly drunk. So that's also not really helping the case, but they're also showing him hit like every single note.
Yeah, that's not realistic. I mean, I'm sure some people have tried to... I've tried to play DDR while high. I didn't really notice much of a difference.
Which is just not happening. I don't know. Is it the worst thing I think we've seen today?
No.
No. Is it the best? Definitely not.
No.
I'd be willing to at least go like 3.5, maybe 4 out of 10. It's like, it's unrealistic, but it's a realistic unrealistic.
Yeah.
If that makes any amount of sense whatsoever. Next up, we have a
Okay, and another... Wait, oh.
Taco Bell ad.
Oh, I know this one. This one, that's Chris for Life. He did a Taco Bell ad for, what was it, the Super Bowl or something? And I remember seeing this one time at work, where it was playing on the TV, and I saw that, and I was like, oh.
From 2017.
Yes. Wait, 2017? I remember seeing it in 2020 something.
Editor happened to remember being a thing. Now, funnily enough, this Taco Bell ad features a not one-time, but two-time DDR world champion.
Yeah, Chris for Life. He is the best DDR player in the world.
This person...
And it's not even close.
Right here, online handle... I am Chris for Life. He has won multiple DDR
He has more MFCs, marvelous full combos, than anyone else, especially on higher levels. Like, he had the whole 17 folder MFC'd, and he had most of the 18 folder MFC'd.
Competitions. He's also in the Guinness Book of World Records for some Guitar Hero stuff.
Yes, he has a particularly well-known video of him full comboing through the fire and flames. You definitely do a whole mop beer first before being that dumbass.
Very early in the day when Guitar Hero was popping off, this
yes, I know that Jim Carrey played Eggman.
person knows rhythm games.
Yes, he's also been playing a lot of Sound Voltex, among other things. The DDR world record. That's not how it works. That's not how the game works. Not unless it's specific songs.
It does look like they are playing, and you know,
I mean, Chris for Life can do this in his sleep.
For this person to not hit, I feel like they're probably hitting full combos more often than they're not.
Yeah.
The feet movement might look a little weird to some people, but a lot of these
that's just how it's supposed to be.
higher end players actually play closer to the edge of the.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to play. You're supposed to play like close to the edges as a means of not only preserving like energy so that you don't have to move as much, but it's also faster.
And I think that's so they don't have to move their feet
it's a distance thing
as much, because a lot of these songs in the upper brackets require you to move really fast.
Sometimes like going from especially when it comes to crossovers, you have to move like really fast, and you have to bend your hips in a certain way too.
Smaller movements do add up over time.
Right.
The spin move stuff, you know.
That's just
kind of for camera. You would never really do that unless you're trying to show off.
Right.
It's a little tough to tell if they are actually playing along with the song, because there are so many cuts. This person is more than capable of playing the hardest.
Yeah, Jim Carrey is just a cartoon character turned to a real person. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't really know that much about Jim Carrey outside of Ace Ventura, right? Oh, you forgot Pinnacle? Well, better late than never, but what else do I know? Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. I remember seeing a trailer for that on a VHS tape.
In the game. I mean, I don't know what they're doing nowadays, but back then I know that.
Oh, it's just I don't know. So what's the most that you've done?
You totally could. So like, I don't know if Chris, if you happen to watch this video, like, I would love to know more about this commercial. But whether or not they were actually playing along, I'm not sure. I still need to give this very high levels of score though.
Yeah.
I'm going like 7 or 8 out of 10 at the least. But just, there's too many chops to see. Are they actually playing what's on the screen? That's where I want.
Ace Ventura 2 is peak.
Those last couple of points. Next, we have a clip from The Office.
This isn't even DDR. That's Pump It Up.
This is not DDR, but it is a thing that exists. It's called Pump It Up, and instead of using up, down, left, right, they are using the corners, and they have a button in the middle of the pad. So they have 5 buttons to hit, as opposed to DDR's 4. Now, we're only going to get like a few frames to determine how
apparently this guy's doing good.
Accurate.
I think Rhodey is more equipped to talk about Pump It Up than me.
Really is. So we're going to take a look at the pattern.
So if you have any pointers to give Rhodey,
that's currently on screen,
don't be afraid to speak now or forever hold your peace.
They're actually trying to play along. We have a bunch of up, left, and up, right arrows. Right, left, right, left, right.
And then a middle.
At the same time, we have a middle press, another up, right.
Whoa, wait, Rhodey, can you figure out which version of the game this is just by looking at this screenshot?
What looks like to be a down left, another middle, and then an up left. So I'm going to let this clip play.
And this is apparently The Office.
And we'll take a look real quick to see, are they trying to dance along, or are they just smashing random buttons? That's all we got.
That's it. Okay.
And I got to give it to them. It does look like they are trying to match what is happening on the screen. Right? If we rewind, the camera whips as they're going through these upper arrows, right? And where are their feet? They are on the upper arrows. We know a middle button.
That's something. So it's something.
Is about to be pressed as well. Middle button. Both their feet come to the middle.
Yeah.
And they're trying.
Normally, you only need to put one foot at the middle.
Trying to hit that middle button. From what happens there, very tough to tell. We don't really see their legs at all, but they at least look like they are trying to dance along with whatever was on the screen, at least at that exact moment.
Right.
Now,
And then from here on, it's all for show.
I'd be holding hands while trying to do this? No. That doesn't seem like the most safe thing.
Not unless you were doing the switching.
In the world, I'd probably be holding onto the bar behind me if I was going really, really fast, because that's what it's for. It's for stability. I think I need to give this like a pretty high amount of points. I think I probably need to go like 7, maybe even 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot to go on, but in the short instant
And I'm guessing the hand holding docks some points.
that we do, it's like, I mean, it's close, man.
Yeah.
It's close. Next, a clip
And this is one of those
from
things.
the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World. We are
Scott. My dad doesn't like this movie because of a specific actor in it.
not playing DDR on this one either. We are playing Ninja Revolution,
Ninja Revolution. Okay. Looks like X Theater Zero based on the skin.
where it
All
looks
right.
like there are 2 buttons to press and then some sort of an action thing. I guess maybe like the
Wait, that's actually reminding me of... This was a while ago. We were taking a look at bootleg DDR pads. There was the one with the veggie tails, and then this one reminds me of the one that was on that Craft website.
game has some sort of a camera that can look at the people to see if they're doing the right hand motion or whatever they need to be doing. And I gotta say, after looking at this clip as well, it looks fairly representative. Their feet were moving like a little fast there, but like that could just be maybe sort of like, hey, this pattern means move your feet pretty quickly.
What movie is this
Exactly
again?
when to
Oh, Scott
go off
Pilgrim.
of. But then even here, they're going at like the pace of what is kind of being shown on the screen, right? The pace of the steps.
Yeah,
kind of
whatever the heck
matches up
that's
with
supposed to be.
with their feet movement. They're also doing like hand gestures when it says to do some sort of a hand gesture. That kind
Yeah.
of lined up right there. I do think this is them, like, I don't know if this is like an actual real thing that they were able to make for the movie, but
I think it's just a prop.
but it does look like they are actually legitimately playing the game. Even right there was like some sort of arrow and then like one of the characters turned. Maybe it was some sort of dodge you had to do or something like that. I gotta give them some serious points here for a made-up game.
Yeah.
I go,
They seem to be doing pretty
like
well in
8
that
or
case.
9 out of 10. This was like
Are we gonna get a 10 at all?
good. Next, we have a clip
Okay, video game high school.
from Video Game High School right here.
That pad is fucking dusty as hell. No, I would never play on something like this until I got my... I have a little rag that I use to wipe dust off the pad if I need to. No, this needs more than a rag. This needs fucking cleaning solution.
On YouTube from...
Oh, it's...
I don't even know how long ago it was. It was a long time ago, brother. Starts off well.
No, these pads, if they're all dusty, they get slippery, which granted, some people will put baby powder on their shoes in order to reduce traction, but I like some of the traction.
We are
But,
on an
yeah.
actual DDR machine. I'm not sure the context of what's happening here. It appears to be some sort of a maybe competition or rivalry. There's a girl involved.
And yeah, they have an actual machine, but that's just a generic set piece thing.
We have, again, like, that was an actual pad. This is an actual machine, right? Like, this is like what the paneling looks like on a DDR machine, but what they're actually showing on the screen is not exactly DDR. It's
I think it's just footage that they made.
close, right? They have like sort of a general shape of like the arrow and like the color spacing within the arrows and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Although another thing about DDR is all the arrows are colored.
The colors are based on the timing. Like, if you've seen me play, red notes are on-beat quarter notes, blue notes are off-beat eighth notes, yellow notes are off-beat sixteenths, and then green is every other quantity.
based on what kind of a note they are. So like all the quarter notes are labeled as one specific color, and then eighth notes are a different color, and then 16th notes or triplets or 32nd notes. Like those are all different colors to help you
Yeah.
kind of see like, oh, what's the pace that I should be moving at. Here, all the arrows are like
They're all just random colors without any rhyme or reason.
all different colors, but they're all quarter notes. So it's just all over the place. You're not really sure like what
Right.
notes they're supposed to be. You can only kind of
Yeah, it's a very good movie with video game aesthetics.
tell
Yeah.
by the spacing.
I don't remember which actor my dad said that he didn't like, but yeah.
But and also this clip's like a little weird because there's like also a race going on in the background. They're like on some sort of a track. But yeah, a lot
Is
of
there?
feet movement for like not that much happening on the screen.
Mediocre, it says right there.
They could be playing with whatever was actually on the screen at the time if it wasn't just like a completely black screen, or maybe they turned it green so they can key it out a lot easier later. But there is a lot of feet movement. A lot of feet movement
Yeah.
for like not that many notes appearing on the screen. He's like whiffing all these notes and he's jumping up and down. It's just, I give it a 3. I give it a 3 out of 10.
Okay.
It is, they tried, But for a show named Video Game High School, I'll admit, I was expecting a little bit more.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a movie called The FP from
I don't know what the FP is.
I'm going to read the opening thing on Wikipedia because the odds are you haven't heard this.
No, I haven't. I mean, I haven't heard of like a third of this stuff.
I definitely hadn't heard of it. What is The FP? The FP is a 2011 American comedy film. The film focuses on two gangs, the 248 and the 245, fighting for control of Fraser Park, the FP. The gangs settle their disputes by playing Beat Beat Revelation.
Beat Beat Revelation.
A video game similar to Dance Dance Revolution, etc., etc. So the whole premise of the movie is that they settle their fights and their debates and like whatever with DDR.
If we did that, there'd be no war.
So, you would think a movie based around this premise would have pretty realistic DDR-esque, or sorry, beat.
You've been grinding the hell out of Wii Sports Baseball. Nice. I love to see it.
DDR.
Wii Sports is... No, Wii Sports was one of my childhood things. Right arm is sore. Sounds like me.
Esque gameplay. You know, the screen is like some...
This... yeah.
Close to like what DDR.
I mean, the dance gauge is very reminiscent of the one that was in the Supernova games.
Is right. The arrows are a little weird, but like it's relatively close.
And what does that say? Omega something Esta.
So okay, I'll give you some points. And we got some pads here as well, similar.
Oh God, that's the same one that were in the Drake and Josh episode. That's more based than settle it on Smash Bros. Well, to be fair, Bill Dauterive once said, if people fried all their food, there'd be no war as well.
To the ones, I mean, I think these might be the exact ones that we saw on Drake and Josh.
So yeah, eat fried foods, like deep frying bananas, even though it's fruit, and DDR. World peace achieved.
That being said, my man, what is going on with the boots? These boots are...
Oh, I see the boots. Yeah, a dance off to settle thing is, yeah. These boots, Sora from Kingdom Hearts be like.
Terrible for trying to play DDR.
No, I remember trying to play DDR in one of this one pair of shoes that I have that I would use for mowing the lawn. Yeah, never again. I was slipping and sliding.
They are massive. Your accuracy is going to be terrible.
Oh, that's actually a good point too. Yeah.
Why?
I actually, one of the soles on one of my DDR shoes, the white ones that you've seen me wear, the soles on the right one is coming off. I'm gonna have to get some new ones.
These boots, these are so...
This could absolutely be missed context, but maybe he's being forced to wear them or something.
Not
probably.
Good. Okay. So besides that, again, we have this issue with like the notes where they're just like all different colors when there should be certain types of colors depending on what kind of note they are. But even still, a lot of the movement of the characters is kind of not exactly matching what's happening on the screen. They're doing like...
This looks like a video game.
Constant moving.
Like, this looks like something that was made in a video game engine.
It is constant moving. But I'm seeing like some two-note hits in there. I'm seeing some spaces where it's not going that fast. And they are they're just doing it. They're just running.
They're running in the 90s.
Fast as they can. And again, these boots are just such a terrible idea. Bro, you're in a gang that settles their disputes with DDR. And you're wearing boots that are 3 times... Do you want to lose, man?
They don't know that. Yeah. We all rhythm players have had one of those never again moments. No shit. 5-hour energy playing before DDR. Never again. Because although I did pass egoism level 18, because I was like, you know what? If we're gonna do this song, I may as well attempt the 18. I did it, but then literally after that, my body went to fucking shit. And I was like, I thought this was supposed to give me energy for 5 hours. And I lost all that energy in like 10 minutes. So that's a never again.
It's
like, mad whack.
Like a 4 out of 10, and I'm being really nice. Does it even deserve a 4? Do we have more footage? This is like one of the only clips I feel like we kind of get some sort of... Did he die?
What the
Is he dead?
Okay, I don't understand.
No way he's dead. Okay.
I mean, it's a comedy. Beat.
That looked like him. Okay. But yeah, even here, like, you can't really get a good look at the screen. Here we go.
What the hell are they wearing? They're not even doing anything.
Yeah,
the
it's tough to determine. It is very tough to determine. I think I'm still going with like a 4 or 5, but like if anyone worked on this movie, I would love to have a chat.
No shit.
To know what it was.
Let them have a chat with me. I'll tell them exactly what they need to do. They'd be better off just using Step Mania.
Like how accurate this stuff was, all that. I would love to know. So, what did we learn from this?
We learned that Hollywood doesn't know how DDR works. That's what we've learned.
It's nothing. Not a lot of accurate DDR representation out there in the world. Some people
No,
at least get.
I mean, I do have an idea in my head. Like I've mentioned that I have this set of OCs and stuff. I want to portray them playing DDR accurately. Now there are like, I've mentioned. Yeah, King of the Hill. Actually, there's King of the Hill, the episode where they go to Japan and then Hank finds out that he has a Japanese half-brother. There was another animated movie that I brought up that they showed. Oh, that one clip from Family Guy. And then there's also The Loud House that does it as well. And then there are other animated shows that kind of have similar things.
The machine correct.
We can look them up after this.
Where it looks like people are actually accurate as to what is happening on the screen. A lot of clips where it at least looks like they're trying to dance in the
Oh, and I think We Bare Bears had a clip of it too, or something like that.
Way that one would, but I know you can do better out there, Hollywood. There's also a very good chance that there's some clips out there of actually accurate playing. And if you know them, I would love to be notified in the comments. Like, please let me know other examples of DDR out there. Like, I need some redemption. Also, I volunteer, Hollywood. I volunteer. If you have a scene that requires someone to play actual DDR and not like look like an idiot,
and not look. I'll play Megalovania for them, but it has to be on World.
Just contact my agent. I'll do it for free. Okay, I'll do it for the good of.
I won't do it for free. No, you're gonna give me my own personal machine if you're going to have me do that. No, I don't do that for free. Okay, no, that was really fun. No, now I'm gonna show you some the clips. I think it's this one. And there's also this one right here with Bill Clinton, but this is the one that I really wanted to show.
Thanks, Chris.
This is significantly more accurate than everything else.
Renewed, Meg returned to the roller derby arena.
Hold on, let me slow this back down.
I think she did all right, but no one will know for sure. Because halfway through, everyone stopped to watch some fat kid who was killed.
This is far more accurate. This is far more accurate than everything we just saw.
It on Dance Dance Revolution.
Yes, just like that. There was another. Oh, now I remember what else I wanted to show you. Let me look for. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get some high quality footage.
Hey, Helen, you wanna play some Code Machine?
And here we'll see the actual quote unquote footage.
I don't need to see it to shake it. Just put it on auxiliary 2.
Girl, turn to channel 2!
Drop it like it's hot.
And I have to pause it every now and then because otherwise Viacom will get on my ass. And here's the footage. It's supposed to be inspired by Supernova. No, that's the Xbox games. And you'll see, there wasn't anything coming up from the screen and they were already dancing, quote unquote. And the claps, there are some, like, some of the PlayStation games made use of a feature or some peripheral called the Eye Toy. I've never used it. I wouldn't know how to use it, so. And wait, and here, look at the gauges up here. They're just going up and down and up and down, and then these. And that's not how the gauge works. It fills up as you hit notes, and then if you miss notes, it empties. But obviously, Dan Schneider doesn't know shit about nothing. Aside from how to simp after girls' feet. And there isn't even a player 3. Yeah, you played iToy for PS2. And then, yeah, Josh steps on the corner panel. Okay, so that's that